humans, I have my cat here. Welcome to Starlight Stitches. If you like crafts, crochet, yarn, end of the month finished project videos, crochet book reviews, all that sort of lovely crafty wholesome goodness, then come and hit subscribe. Join my subscribers because my subscribers are the best. So if you are also the best, come and join us. This is our lovely happy positive place here on the internet. Millie, do you want to just say hello? This is my old girl Millie. This is my baby. She's 12, she's nearly 12. She's the last remaining cat in our house. And she just is feeling very needy today. So currently she's up on my lap. Yeah, it's not how I normally start a video, but yeah, Millie wanted to say hello. But I'm getting very hairy. Would you like to go down, darling? Go on then, sweetie pie. Good girl. Right, there's Millie, and this is me. Hi. So I'm going to show you everything that I made throughout February, because it is now the 1st of March, if you're watching on the day this is released. If not, then you're a little bit into March, but I'm going to show you all the projects that I completed in February. So I'm quite happy with what I've got done this month. It's a very strange selection, but I'm going to start with one that I don't know why I've made this. I made this just off the top of my head. I didn't follow a pattern for this one. I saw a little cartoon strip on Facebook, and it was a caterpillar, but it was a cat-a-pillar. So it was like a caterpillar, but with a cat's face. And I thought, that's adorable. I'm going to make one. So I've made a caterpillar. And I've done each one of its little body bits in a different pastel-y colour. His little feet's there. His ears are a bit wonky. Quite a bold face. I've used far too thick of a yarn here, but it was just a silly little project that I wanted to make. So I have made a caterpillar. Welcome to my channel if you're new. This is the sort of weird stuff I like to make. I like making monsters usually. But it popped into my head and I just thought I want to make that. So I made it. I used my that cotton that I've got up there, Infinity Hearts, that I got from Rito Hobby. It's up the top shelf. Gosh, I can't get my arm up the top shelf here. Yeah, I got it from that website. I will link their website down below if you like. But I like it. It's weird and I like it. I like strange little things. So that is the caterpillar. That was the first thing that I made this month. The next thing that I made this month, I'm going to grab something and show you. The next thing I made came from this book, which if you watched my video last week, hopefully you've been guessing as to what item from this book I made, because I did make a project from this book. In fact, I've made 2 projects from this book now, but the first project that I made was it's a little axolotl and it's really cute. I used the James T. Brett Flutter by Chunky for my little axolotl. Abigail, my daughter, has named this and its name is Squiggle. So this is Squiggle the axolotl. She's very soft. The pattern from the Chunky Amigurumi book was really easy to follow. Loved it. So this is Squiggle the axolotl. So welcome to the family, Squiggle. You've got lots of friends here behind you and in every other room of the house for you to hang out with. So this is Squiggle. After I finished making Squiggle, I had another weird moment where I wanted to make something. There is a YouTuber who my daughter and I absolutely love watching called Mariah Elizabeth. She makes loads of characters. She draws, paints, she does squishy makeovers. That's kind of like the thing that she's most famous for. But she has a character called the Angry Lemon.
It's about a lemon. A very, very angry lemon. So you may have heard me singing this song in my past videos. He's an angry lemon.
He's an angry lemon.
And I had to make an angry lemon. I don't know why, but I have made an angry lemon. He's an angry lemon. This is my angry lemon. The yarn that I used is very similar to the James T. Brett Flutter by Chunky. It is not James T. Brett Flutter by Chunky. This yellow yarn I got in a yarn swap with Wendy Stanbury. I shall link her details down below because she has a lovely channel and she's doing some really cool stuff at the moment with sewing and pattern making. So check that out. But this yellow yarn, I believe is from AliExpress, possibly. But it was nice to work with. And I got my little cute angry lemon. His little hands and feet. It's difficult to make little hands and feet for a lemon. But there we go. And he's got a little leaf on the top. So I made an angry lemon. I told you it was a weird bunch of stuff this month. After my angry lemon, I made something from This book, I have not done a book review on this yet. I will do a book review on this. This book I got from my daughter for Christmas. And what I'm trying to do every month is, when I did the amigurumi book tag the other week, I realised that there was a lot of books that I own that I've never made anything from. So my goal is to make something from a book that I haven't used each month. At least one thing from one new book every single month. Now, Chunky Amigurumi, I've made 2 things. You'll see the second one. So that's one book done out of the way. But I wanted to do another one. So this was another new book that I haven't used that I wanted to make something from. So I wanted to make the polar bear. And I did make the polar bear, but I didn't do it in your standard creamy white coloured yarn. I had this, again, funnily enough, from Wendy Stanbury in our yarn swap. I had this lovely white yarn that had little flecks of colour all the way throughout. And so my little polar bear is like a little rainbow sprinkled polar bear. So this is the pattern that I followed from my Crochet Wild Animals book. And that is by Vanessa Moonsea. I can't talk today. This is him. What did we call him? Her. This is Dottie. That's what Abigail called it. So this is Dottie. Pattern was lovely to work with. Again, really nice and simple. When I do a full book review on that one at some point, I will go through it a little bit more. But yeah, I love that yarn. I think that came up really, really cool. Yeah, and it's lovely. It's like a sleepy polar bear. Cute little ears on the top. Really, really like that. So that was the next thing I made. And then, what did I do after that? Oh yeah, sometimes I just need to like do something simple. For example, an angry lemon. And I randomly made my daughter a nice rainbow face cloth. Don't know why. Just was sat one evening and I wanted to make a rainbow face cloth. So that's the rainbow face cloth. It's again using my cotton yarns that I've got up the top there, my thin ones. And a little moss stitch. I like it. I think it's really funky. And also it's given me an idea of something to make for my daughter for the summer. Whether or not I actually get round to it or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, I just thought that was quite nice. Little rainbow face cloth. Who doesn't love a rainbow? Yeah, that's that. Then the last thing that I made that isn't an ongoing project. This is a bit bonkers. So I made another chunky amigurumi. I tripled the yarn, but I also held 2 yarns together. So it was actually like a 6 yarn. I don't know what the triple, quadruple, I don't know, 6 strings of yarn per strand. That makes sense. Basically, I had 1 funky coloured yarn and 1 plain coloured yarn, and then I tripled them. So there was 6. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I made, if I can fit it into the frame. This octopus from the Chunky Amigurumi book. Look at how those colours have come up. It's really cool. I literally just used a cream yarn and then one of the variegated yarns that I got in one of my clearance bags from Good Vibes Yarn. I love her. She's got little spots on the top in a different colour. And then her little tentacles. She's absolutely huge. I finished it. Sorry, I don't mean to keep hitting you, but you're nice to plonk. I finished this and then I texted my mum a picture and I was like, look what I made. And then she said, what are you going to do with it? And I said, I don't know, mum. So this is what happens in my house. I get these funny ideas and I think I want to make like the biggest and best things in the world. And then I just make these massive beasts. I mean, she's a beautiful beast. And then I don't know what to do. My house is really not very big at all. And I don't know where I'm going to put her. So she's taking up a whole chair in my living room. I mean, I don't usually invite people round. So that's fine, as long as I don't have guests. She is called Otti. This is Otti the octopus. I do like those coloured spots on the back there. She's got a nice little sort of frilly bottom going on, which is cool. And then these kind of different tentacles, which are wicked. I love her. So this was the second one from Chunky Amigurumi. They're great patterns. They are really good patterns. If you enjoyed watching that book look through last week, now you can see a couple. On the pattern it called for felt eyes, but I actually crocheted some eyes because I thought the felt would look too flat against the texture of her actual body. So I think that works. I think it works for her. Obviously it's not the neatest, but then I'm not the neatest. I just like going for big and bold. So Otti, we have got 2 more things to show my lovely viewers. One of them is my ongoing scrap blanket for the year. So at the end of last month, I was up to, oh, don't drop stuff, Alice. At the end of last month, I was up to row 33, and now I am up to row 46. So if you don't know, this is just an ongoing project that I do throughout the year. I started it last year. I did a scrap blanket last year. This year I'm doing a moss stitch scrap blanket, and basically when I get to the end of a ball of yarn, all my yarn scraps go into one place and then I use them up in this blanket. So it's actually going to be a nice size already. There we go. So kind of this top kind of area here, you can see all the different colours that I've used over the last month. I'm liking these bright colours in the middle as well. So yeah, it's working up really, really nicely. Like it a lot. Still in love with the moss stitch. I really like it. But my blanket is already getting to be a decent size. So I don't know. I just keep going. I just keep going throughout the year and then see how big a blanket I can make, which is, I mean, it's not practical, but when do I do anything practical? As you've seen with my huge octopus. Talking of not practical, would you like an update on how I'm getting on with my temperature snake? So again, if you don't know, I've always wanted to do a temperature blanket, but I don't need to be making another blanket. So instead I am making a temperature snake. We do have a name for her now. So thank you to everyone who suggested the name Nagini, because it's perfect for our household. So this is Nagini, this is her little head. And each month I am doing 1 round for each day. And I'm doing the average temperature for each day for my hometown. Okay, cool. So we did January, so that's January. And then that's the break there, and then we've got February. So we've got no new colours introduced yet this month. I'm hoping in March we will start to get some new colours coming in. The temperatures have been fairly similar all the way throughout January and February. We did get a little bit of this kind of brighter green here. That's a slightly warmer day, but then the rest of January and February has been quite quiet. I've got 2 days left to put on this for February, but I haven't done them yet. That'll take me like a minute. So yeah, the only thing with this and doing it in the round is I do it in a constant spiral. I don't join, and you can see there it's like the little step up. I mean, I'm fine with it, but if you're not fine with it, then you could do like a slip stitch to join, chain 1, and then do the next row, slip stitch to join, chain 1. But I'm all right with it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm not that fussy. So Nagini is that long after 2 months. She's going to be huge, and I'm, like I say, talk about not practical. So that's everything I've made this month. I would like to know, what's your favourite thing from my completed projects this month? You stay there, darling. So we had the caterpillar, that one, the caterpillar. We had the, oh, she's slipping down. We had the axolotl, Squiggles. We had the angry lemon. Then we had Dottie, the polar bear. And then we had the rainbow face cloth. And then we had Otti, the octopus. She weighs a ton as well. So that's my completed projects. Let me know which one is your favourite. Let me know what you've been making this month. I have actually, I'm like halfway through, just over halfway through another project, but I ran out of yarn. So I had to actually order some yarn, which I haven't done my own personal yarn order for a while. And of course, accidentally, like a whole bunch of other yarn fell into my basket. So there might be a yarn haul that's not a mystery bag one. So got all the usual things coming up for the rest of the month. Happy March to you all. Like I say, talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you've been up to, what you've been making. I will show you, hopefully, the finished project that I've half started making last month, and then all my other new things this time next month. Oh, I keep saying the word month and it's really confusing. Lovely to have you all here. I hope you're all doing all right, by the way. Talk to me, speak to me down below. I will reply, I promise. I try and reply to everyone in my comments. I'm going to go. It's time for tea. Look after yourselves, look after your loved ones, and happy March to you all. Spring is on the way. Woo! Mwah. Love you all. Bye-bye.